Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and I thought we could take a couple minutes to talk about The Flash and the future of the DCEU. Well, as many of you know, the upcoming Flash movie is in its final days of production. We have heard for a long time this will be an event inspired by Flashpoint, although not a direct interpretation. This means some major changes for the DC Films universe, and it appears now we're getting quite the interesting clues on what's going to happen, who's going to stay, who's going to go, and the possibilities of a crisis event down the road. Let's take a couple minutes to break down the full story and talk about the future of the DCEU on the big screen. Now before we do this though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We're going to give away this Oculus Quest 2 at 50,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, check out the free Week of Skillshare down below. It's a pretty cool way for you to develop your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pockets. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, we've been hearing a lot of stuff about the upcoming Flash movie. It is supposed to be inspired by the Flashpoint event, and that means major changes for the DC world. Flashpoint in the comics brought us the New 52, and it appears that they really are going to reboot most of the DC world. Now, none of this has been confirmed so far, but there was a test screening in the past week, and this has caused all of these stories to really take off. We have suspected for quite a while that this could upset some fans, but the future is here and it appears we're gonna have to embrace it, although it could come with quite the cherry on top of the sundae. Unfortunately, it does appear Henry Cavill's time as Superman will officially come to an end, at least in this particular reality. We're hearing reports that Sasha Calle will be taking center stage as Supergirl, and the reports are saying that Michael Shannon's character in this world may have killed Kal-El when he was a baby. So think back to the beginning of Man of Steel, you could totally see where this timeline diverges. Now for fans of the Snyderverse, it's not being fully written out of continuity, but that reality does seem to be put on the side. It was called a cul-de-sac at one point in time, and I actually really do think that's how they're treating it. As a result of this, there has been multiple conflicting reports about the future of Ben Affleck's Batman, with some claiming he's absolutely done playing the Dark Knight, and others claiming that there's a scene at the end of the movie that sets up something big. As many of you know, probably the biggest event in DC history is Crisis on Infinite Earths. It was interpreted in the Arrowverse in recent years, but it has never been done on the big screen. What this would mean is, at some point in the future, Warner Brothers and DC are leaving the door open for the Snyderverse to return. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not banking on any specific plans as of right now. If Warner Brothers has any problems, it's their inability to plan ahead. But it's looking like The Flash will confirm this new DCEU is indeed part of a larger multiverse, and this absolutely sets up a crisis event. I actually do think expectations for this movie should be kept in check. We're hearing about a lot of cameos, and I don't really know if that's totally true, although most of this talk, like Shazam, came after the test screening, so we'll have to wait and see. In reality, I actually think they're going to be telling a scaled down version of Flashpoint. This will allow them to set up all the pieces that they need for some sort of multiversal future for the DCEU. Right now, The Flash is set to be released June 23rd, 2023. Which means there is a ton of time for almost anything to change. The recent delay might be explained by this crisis story. We have no confirmation of that, but it would make a lot of sense if DC needs to shoot some extra scenes and fit all this stuff into this movie to set up this future. But until we have more news, what do you guys think? Do you think DC Films and Warner Brothers is setting up a crisis event? And if so, does this mean that characters like Henry Cavill's Superman and Ben Affleck's Batman will return? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, press subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.